bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uintah Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Thanks for joining us today on Aggie Update. Before we bring in our guest, let's go over a few announcements for you students and you future students. I want to remind you that there's still time to apply for spring admissions at Utah State University here in the Uintah Basin. Classes begin January 7th, so you want to really get after that really soon. And especially to our newer students, allow for the days during the holidays, and just give us a call, visit us at our website, and we can help you through the admissions process. That's for brand new students who've been absent for a little while from school and seeking readmissions or admissions for the first time. Also, a special plug for our concurrent enrollment students. We've made numerous visits at our various high schools, especially for those seniors who are attending at the 5 area high schools in the Uintah Basin, reminding them to think of us in their fall semester next year as they begin their college experience. Wonderful scholarship opportunities. We've had wonderful opportunities to meet with faculty members, and heaven's sake, we have wonderful scholarships, okay? And so parents, if you're out there, visit with your son or daughter about potential scholarships and possibility of staying right here in the Uintah Basin to go to school. Also, our student council has been involved in a wonderful activity called Club Rush. And Club Rush, what they had is they had a table out with numerous activities, wildlife, they had chemistry, they had an LDSSA chapter, a lot of material out there in different activities designed to get the students involved in some extracurricular activities. So students, if you have a special interest in mind or you'd like to see the list of what we have for clubs, get a hold of Leslie Jessup at our Vernal office, and she can get you acquainted with the student council and some great opportunities for student council right here in the Uintah Basin. Also coming up, there's going to be a ribbon cutting at our brand new workout facility in the Roosevelt campus. They just added some new exercise equipment, new carpet, and even big screen televisions for you as you're doing your workout. So look for the student council doing a ribbon cutting for that, probably sometime in January. A great student service for students who are attending the Roosevelt campus, and that involves all of us, whether we're going over there from Vernal or whether we're from Roosevelt. Great place to work out, another great student service from the student council. That's all for the announcements, and we'll be right back. Joining me this week is Dr. Derrik Tollefson, Associate Dean at the USU Uintah Basin campus, and a whole lot more, right, Derrik? Can we say that, a whole lot more?
Yeah, I wear a few hats, Bob.
Dr. Tollefson just received that title not too long ago, the Associate Dean. That's very meaningful to us here in the Uintah Basin, Derrik. And just describe, no matter who the person, and we're so grateful it's you, but describe, if you will, to our audience what that means in the Uintah Basin of having a dean and an associate dean.
Well, the Associate Dean takes care of a variety of responsibilities that essentially in the end frees up the dean to do some of the more important tasks, if you will, or the tasks that maybe only a dean can do. So in my case, I'm assigned to look over student services, and that's one of the things that I do as an associate dean, and just make sure that we're attracting students and retaining students and keeping our students happy.
That's just one aspect of it.
That's
I know you work a lot with the faculty, but you take a look at our dean, Boyd Edwards, who we're so grateful that he's with us. Been here going on 2 years now.
Yeah.
And having an associate dean, we have 25 full-time faculty here in the Uintah Basin, so they need a lot of tending. Sorry, faculty, but they go through a lot of they're looking at tenure track. They're looking at if they're a lecturer or tenure track. That's a lot of paperwork and a lot of advancement opportunities that the faculty have, that you and the dean have to work with each of them.
Oh yeah, well, and especially when our faculty are involved in research like ours are at a Research One university, that takes a lot of support. Yeah. So we have a lot of science faculty who require millions of dollars worth of equipment, and just keeping up with all of that is a big job.
And you're so right. You bring up the research element to it. The fact that we are who we are, USU, and it brings in that research arm. you yourself. I mean, you've applied for grants that have amounted to upwards to close to $1 million. And so there's a lot of things that our faculty bring with them that USU brings to the table when it comes to joining a community like the Uintah Basin. Yeah. But a lot of times people don't realize.
Well, I think they don't. I think, if people want to compare one educational institution to another's, I always say in sort of a bragging fashion that, I mean, you can go to some of these other online universities, and I won't name any names, but they teach the knowledge that we produce at Research One universities. So you can either get it straight from the people who produce it, or you can get it secondhand.
Yeah, I heard you mention that to some high school students. I thought you were just spot on with that. It was a good comment, and it speaks to the quality of our faculty. And we brought in 2 or 3 biology faculty lately. Becky Jones.
Oh, Becky Williams.
Oh, Becky Williams, sorry. We got some Jones there too.
Yes, we do.
But Shanna and Charles, here's people from Stanford that have come to the Uintah Basin after studying and teaching at Stanford University. A great amount of diversity amongst our faculty.
Yeah, we do. We have a fabulous faculty. I think continues to be probably one of our best kept secrets is we have a faculty that is second to no other faculty. Whether you go to Logan or Provo or wherever you want to go, we have great faculty.
And the connection to USU and Logan's never been tighter, and I think we've seen that, Derrik, since we've been here, to where our faculty work with the deans on the college as well as our local dean and you. Outstanding faculty. It's one of the areas of concerns that Dr. Tollefson gets into, as well as when we talk about other things you do, you direct the MSW program for all of USU. That's a huge responsibility. Yeah,
it is. I really enjoy directing the Master of Social Work program. We received our initial accreditation last year after what amounts to more than 6 years of hard work to get it to that point, but it's now a fully accredited program, and it's just growing bigger and better.
And you started the first cohort when it went out to the regional campuses 5 years ago?
2008.
2008.
When we launched. Yeah.
And the last cohorts, or the time that you're together, a group of students, 3-year period.
3 years.
Graduated one cohort, they're off and running and working, right. And the second cohort's underway. Yeah. The next application process for future MSW students would be when?
We'll take another cohort at the regional campuses the fall of 2014. So applications will be due in January of 2014.
And a lot of these graduates, they're finding positions.
Oh yes.
At local agencies.
Yeah, they all go to work.
A lot locally, or some gone on to other communities?
The group that graduated from here, the first cohort graduated from here, they've pretty much all hung around and are working, contributing to the community.
Along with our education programs, science programs, we seek to grow our own, don't we?
Yeah.
We serve that need.
Well, yeah, that's really why we're here, is to take the population that lives here in the Uintah Basin, who's already has the roots here, who knows the community.
Serve them.
Yeah, we want them to get the degrees that they need to fill these professional positions in our community, and we want them to stay.
When we come back, we'll join with Dr. Derrik Tollefson, our Associate Dean. We're going to talk about what's in the future for USU and maybe a little holiday greeting. We'll be right back.
USU has given me the opportunity to go back to school. I'm a non-traditional student.
It's just so convenient to have USU Uintah Basin right here in the Vernal area.
Since I started my education here and I'm a teacher at Vernal Middle School, it's helped me jump a couple lanes over and get a higher salary.
How America is struggling right now, if somebody doesn't have a degree, it's going to be harder and harder for you to make it.
But also the training you get from going to school for life is huge.
Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're joined with Derrik Tollefson, Dr. Tollefson, Associate Dean at USU Uintah Basin, and so much more. It's just a joy to work with you, Derrik, and I get to rub shoulders with Derrik because he oversees all the student services. We get to work quite closely along with many other people, and it's great to have you in the position you're in, Derrik.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
It's been It's been fun.
Here is the year end, and you look back and you think, whether you look back personally or in the organization you work at, what's been accomplished? And I think at USU we've accomplished a great deal.
Oh, I think so. I think it's been a fantastic year. As we were talking about earlier, our new dean is in his second year, and I think he's really hit his stride and has a good feel for what the campus needs and where we need to go, and it's getting people in places to make important decisions and to move things forward. So I think in a lot of ways we're just hitting our stride, and we're starting to see some great things happen. We've talked about some of the great faculty we've been able to bring here from around the country. We have some exciting things going on right now. We're adding on to the Bingham building because we're out of classroom space, so this is a good problem to have. And
I don't think people are, it's just started.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are quite aware of that, Derrik. So maybe explain some of the new rooms that we'll be receiving.
Yeah, we're adding about 12 classrooms to the Bingham Center, and when it was built with the foresight that we would add on, and so it's a fairly inexpensive process, but we're adding on about 12 new classrooms and 7 faculty offices, including a big space for a computer lab there. So we're going to make some changes there with our computer lab that we think will make things more efficient. We'll be moving our testing center into that new renovated space, so we're really excited about the services that we're going to be able to provide to students.
Well, and because of the fact that in the Williams building, they're becoming quite busy themselves, and so students are aware of the testing center being there. USU's presence will still be there, but that part of it will move over to the Bingham building.
Yeah.
And that'll be a nice fit for the students, so there's not as much walking back and forth.
Right. Well, and we have some other exciting things. Part of what's been going on this year is moving towards a nursing program, and that's now a reality. We're bringing on a cohort of RNs. They'll be starting shortly, and we're very excited about where our nursing program is headed. And on the advisory board side of things, we're really excited about our advisory board and the work that they're putting in. It's led by Brad LeBaron from Roosevelt, and we have some new faces on that board, and they're just helping us out tremendously. So I think that's one of our big accomplishments this year is moving our advisory board into a better place where they feel like we all feel like we're working together and we're a team.
And we do have strong leadership there.
Yeah.
And there's many more things we could go into. I just see a heightened surge, I guess, of energy, if you will, in the community, as well as with our student body. Our student council's doing such great things. I think we're retaining more of the senior students that are moving on to college in their next year because we're offering more programs, more services.
Right.
Our time's about up, so we could go on for a lot more accomplishments and how we did. But this is a special time, Derrik, where at the end of the year we get to say to the community, thank you for all of your support, and that thank you goes out to a lot of entities.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we simply could not exist without our community. It was our community who brought us here in the first place, and there's not a day that I walk in the office that I don't remember the pioneers who made this happen, and that it's important that we keep that legacy in mind. So we owe everything to our community, and our students. They come from our community, so we greatly appreciate the support of our community. And my goodness, the scholarships that we have. I mean, there is not another regional campus in our system that comes close to the kind of scholarships that we are able to offer because of the generosity of our community. I'm just sometimes overwhelmed by the goodness of the people here and the opportunities that provides.
County commissioners, city leaders, the Uintah County, the Resident Scholarship Fund.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Hewishes and Roosevelt.
Hewishes,
I mean,
just the Snow family, all
millions of dollars when it's all tallied up. It's just incredible.
Would need another program to discuss all the donors. But many thanks to you, community, and you students who are staying with us and going to school and completing your educational goals. Beginning ending your college goals right here at USU in the Uintah Basin. Please join us at our website at uintahbasin.usu.edu for more information. We want to thank Dr. Tollefson for joining us on today's Aggie Update, and we'll see you next time.
I'm Derrik Tollefson, and I'm an Aggie.